Welcome to Chapter 1, Lesson 1, Factors and Multiples. Today we're going to learn about greatest common factor and least common multiple. So a couple definitions of vocabulary for you. A common factor is a number that is a factor of two or more numbers. The greatest of the common factors of two or more numbers is called the greatest common factor. The abbreviation for that is GCF. The least number that is a multiple of two or more whole numbers is the least common multiple, also abbreviated as LCM of the numbers. We are first going to look at the greatest common factor, also known as GCF. So we're going to look at letter B on page 8. What we really want to do when we find the greatest common factor is list out all the factors of the two numbers and see what the greatest factor they have in common is. So some factors of 12 are 1 times 12 gives you 12, 2 times 6 gives you 12, and 3 times 4 gives you 12. Those should be all the factors of 12. So now we do the same with 66. 1 and 66, of course. 2 and 33, 3 and 22, 6 and 11. Those should be the factors of 66. Now we want to go through and figure out what factors they have in common. Well, if I look at 12 and 66, I see they both have a 1, 2, 3, and 6. So of those numbers they have in common, what is the greatest one they have? Well, 6 is the greatest one they have in common. So my answer would be 6. Now we are going to find the least common multiple of numbers. So you can follow along with me on page 9. We're going to do letter F. So I have the numbers 4, 5, and 10. Whenever I find the least common multiple, I'm actually going to be counting by that number. So for instance, for 4, I'm going to start at 4, go to 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, and I'm going to stop there. Now if I go through the 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and so on. Now for 10, I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now remember, these can go on forever, but what I'm looking for is the least common multiple. So the number they all have in common that is the smallest. So going through my list, I see that they all have a 20, and that seems to be their lowest number they have in common. So that is my least common multiple of 20. So remember, for greatest common factor, we are listing out all the factors. For the least common multiple, we are listing out all the multiples of that number.
Sixth graders, the video code word is literacy, LITERACY. And this video is going to be about LCM. Wait to find out what it's all about.